top, man, shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We royalty, nigga.
King Ty really one of the realest. I survived drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas fended. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull off in the Jetta. Curvy, she on me, you sweater. My feel like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on the calm day. Break the Glock down into 3 parts. Put the 3 together like my Najee. Sippin' like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Shalom. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shemal Athon Ba'Shem Yahshua to the sisters. I'm preaching Officer Shalai Yahweh, representing the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We've been spitting this truth out since 1969 under Commander General YAHANNA, who's the true leader of this nation. Now today I want to talk about something that's been going on for centuries, ages, and it is the lust and thirst of men over whorish women. Brothers love to fall in love with the beauty of a woman. They say, oh, I seen a beautiful woman, and this woman looks good, and this, that, and the other. And they look at how a woman is conducting herself as far as her beauty, her makeup, her weave, her hair, her breasts, her derriere, so forth and so on. You understand? Instead of looking at the beauty on the inside of a woman, looking at how a woman will treat a priest and prophet, looking if she's following the scriptures, so forth and so on. Instead, they look at how the woman is sexually, how they might be sexually, how she can be sexually, how she is physically, and so forth and so on. And of course, everybody has a physical attraction. But we're going to go to the Bible and speak about that physical attraction, and where that physical attraction could lead you, especially if you were a man. Because men love to lust after beautiful women, and that can lead to a problem. But we're going to go and see what the scriptures say. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 6, verse 25. We're going to read that. We're going to start off there, and we're going to see what the scriptures got to say about the beauty of a woman and her character. Let's keep going.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids.
It says, lust not after her with your heart. What does that mean? Don't lust after this woman in your mind. You see a beautiful woman and you're lusting after her. You see her, she got a beautiful figure, a beautiful shape, and so forth and so on. Don't lust after her. A lot of them walk around with their breasts propped up in the air and tight pants around their butt and so forth and so on. And it looks attractive. You see it and you say, damn, she look good. You know what I'm saying? But don't lust after that. That can lead to a problem. Not even if it's your own woman. You understand? Don't lust after it. Right? And don't look in her eyelids. What does that mean? That don't be seduced by how she looks at you. And how she tries to seduce you with her body. And seduce you to do what she wants to do by her physical appearance. That's what prostitutes do. That's what whores do. That's what manipulative women do. That's what controlling women do. Don't be taken by surprise by that. Don't let that get you. You got to be strong and hold tight. And hold on to these scriptures. The scriptures say, don't lust after the beauty of a woman. Now let's go to Proverbs chapter 7, verse 7. And let's talk about how these women with their eyelids trying to get a man and seduce a man. Let's go into it. Read.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 7. And beheld among the simple ones, I discern among the youths, a young man void of understanding.
This is just a quick scripture real quick on how A young man who's void of understanding. What does that mean? A young man who has no understanding. He's young, he's trapped up in his lust, trapped up in physical attraction of a woman, and he just has absolutely no understanding of the word. Doesn't mean he doesn't know the word, but he has no understanding of the word. And he's so trapped up in beautiful women and how women are just so gorgeous and lovely and blah 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 blah. You understand? He's more trapped up in the physical appearance of a woman as opposed to how this woman would treat him and how this woman would be a virtuous woman for him regardless of his looks and regardless of his lifestyle of being a priest and prophet, because that's a big deal as well. A lot of women don't want to be virtuous women and be loving and caring women if you're a priest and prophet of the Most High God. So this is talking about a man who lacks understanding. Keep going.
Verse 8. Passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house.
This young man who's going to a certain woman's house. Keep going.
Verse 9. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night.
Alright, so he's going there at night. You know what I'm saying? He's being sneaky. Everybody know the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Everybody knows that. So he's coming out at night. He's going to this woman's house. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot.
Oh, what? With the what?
With the attire of a harlot.
With the attire of a harlot. What does that mean? She was dressed like a whore. The same way women dress up in music videos and on the TV. You know, breast out, tight jeans and tight pants around the butt, thongs and things showing, and G-strings showing, and you know, shirts that sheer and you can see the nipples showing and all of that. She was dressed like a whore, dressed like a hoe, you know, trying to show her assets. Go ahead.
And subtle of heart.
And what?
Subtle of heart.
She was subtile at heart. You know what I'm saying? Which means she was sneaky. She's very sneaky in her mind. She's a woman with an agenda, with a woman with a plan. But she was sexy. Had nice pics on Facebook, nice pics on Instagram and Twitter and so forth and so on. They were very attractive. And it seduced a man of no understanding. Keep going.
Verse 11. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house.
Now she's loud and stubborn. She talks a lot. She don't listen. You know what I'm saying? And her feet don't just roam her house. They roam all over the place. She's all in the streets, all on the internet, all on the social media, all in another man's face. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 12. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner.
She lieth in wait at every corner. She's looking for any man. She talks to a man, you know, a man with no understanding thinks that she's just talking to me. She loves me. I'm special. No. She's a hoe. She talks to everybody. She waits at the corner to talk to the men. Why at the corner? Because everybody passes through the corner. This is the type of harlot people deal with. This type of harlot that's out here now in the streets. This is why you shouldn't lust over a woman's beauty. Why? Because a beautiful woman could be one of these harlots that's at the corner waiting to speak to anybody. Keep going.
Verse 13. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face.
With a what?
Impudent face. Said unto him.
Now, with an impudent face, an impudent face is with a sexy look. She took him and kissed him with a sexy look. Now, don't forget, this is a man who's lusting over beauty. A man with no understanding, who sees this woman dressed in whore-like apparel, in hoe-like apparel, which obviously is non-modest. She's dressed in this apparel, and she grabs him, and she kisses him in his lips, more than likely after she's blown so many rods. No, more likely after she's done ill and foul things with her mouth, she kisses him. Keep going.
Verse 14. I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows.
Keep going.
Verse 15. Therefore come I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee.
Let's look, I have my peace offerings and things. I'm all prayed up, I'm blessed up, like a Christian woman. She's a man, a woman of God. She got her things all blessed up and everything, and she's prayed up, and she's in the good favor of the Most High God. And listen to me, I done came out to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Sound like a Christian woman. And don't get it confused. If you're not in the Israelite school of UPK, you are a Christian woman, regardless of your denomination, faith, belief, spirituality, whatever. You are a Christian woman, and she's thinking God's good with me, and I done came on out here and I came to meet you, baby. She's spitting her game. You understand? This is only for brothers who are stuck on physical beauty, full of their own lust, to trust this whore and what she's saying. This goes on today. Keep going.
Verse 16. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, and with fine linen of Egypt.
She done set her room up. Listen, she kissed him and said, hey, baby, I got my room all ready and set. The bed's made up. I got a king-size bed. It's made up. I got the freshest linen. It's silk. It's all smooth. Got candles. Everything is beautiful. She got the whole thing set up, and she's ready to rock and roll. Keep going.
Verse 17. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon.
She even got the smell goods. Got the candles lit. Then sprayed perfume. She got the smell goods ready to go. You walk in that room. She got the beautiful whore clothing on. She got the beautiful set in her bedroom. I mean, she's ready to rock and roll. The mood is set. Let's keep going though.
Verse 18. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with love.
Now, she's saying, look, let's go make love until the morning. Let's have sex until the sun comes up. I want you to tie fire to me. You understand? I want you to do to me like no man has done to me. This is what this woman is saying. But there's a catch with this woman. There's something with this woman. You understand? Because the bedroom's not defiled. There's nothing wrong with tying fire to your woman. There's nothing wrong with going and setting up the bedroom and having all these smell goods with your woman. There's nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely beautiful. And Israel should be doing that. But why is this story in the Bible? Because it's something that we should be doing and it's good? No, there's a story behind this. You understand? There's a plot behind this. And let's see what her plot is. Keep going.
Verse 19. For the good man is not at home.
Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean the good man is not at home? Well, let me tell you for those who don't know. Her husband is not at home. So she wants this man to come over and tie fire to her. Now, why is this man so tempted to tie fire to this married woman? Because he is so caught up in her lust, caught up in her beauty, caught up in how she smelled good and looked good and got the bed all set up. He is a man of no understanding. Black man, don't be a man of no understanding. When I say black, I mean all my so-called Hispanics and Native Americans as well. Don't be a man of no understanding. You understand? Don't be that. To be lustful over this woman because she looks good. Her big breast all set up in the air and her big butt and so forth and so on. That don't mean she's a good woman. That doesn't mean that. Don't you get caught up in that. Because when you get caught up in that, you can find you a harlot who's married and she's trying to get you, to set you up, to get you destroyed and killed by the Most High God. Keep reading.
He is gone a long journey.
He's gone a long journey. The good man's gone for a long time. He went on out. Go ahead.
Verse 20. He have taken a bag of money with him, and will come home at the day appointed.
Now she's saying, look, he's gone for a long time. He took a whole bunch of money. He's gone for a long time. He won't be back. Don't worry about it. Come and tie fire to me, oh young man with no understanding. For you brothers that's secretly talking to other men's wives and doing things like that. A young man with no understanding. You understand? This harlot is setting you up to be killed by the Most High God. You understand? So she's saying, come on and tie fire to me. He's gone for a long time. Keep going.
Verse 21. With her much fair speech, she calls him to yield.
To do what?
Yield.
To do what?
Yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him.
With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. He yielded. He took heed to what she was saying. He was a willing participant after she spit this game to her. Why? Because he's a young man with no understanding. And he lusted after her beauty, which the scriptures say we should not do. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 22. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter.
As a what?
As an ox goeth to the slaughter.
As an ox goes to the slaughter. As an ox goes to get killed. He went and followed after this whore. All because of her beauty and her slick words for being a whore. Keep going.
Or as a fool to the correction of the stock.
You understand that? He was a fool. And he was going for the correction of the stock. You know what I'm saying? Which means he was walking towards absolute death and destruction, followed behind this whore because of his own lust of her beauty. Keep going.
Verse 23. Till a dart strike through his liver.
Ooh.
As a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life.
What does a dart strike through his liver? What does that mean? That's an STD. Until he gets sick. Until AIDS and HIV and hepatitis and herpes and syphilis and gonorrhea and chlamydia and all of these things strike through his liver. Until he gets the goddamn picture he's dealing with a whore. You understand? Until he gets that picture. Read it again.
Till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life.
Now he don't know that this woman took his goddamn life. He don't know that the diseases he caught from her. For sleeping with this whore. For sleeping with another man's wife. For lusting after just the beauty of a woman. That it cost him his life. Let me tell you something. Being a weak man who gives into the box of a woman, you are absolutely at risk of death when it comes to the Most High God. You are at absolute risk of death to the Most High God for being a weak, soft, moist, tender, sensitive sucker for the beauty, physical beauty of a woman. You're calling and asking for your own death. Read.
Come. Verse 24. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth.
The Lord wants you to listen to him. Listen to what the Lord says. He already said earlier in chapter 6 verse 25 to not lust over a woman's beauty. He already said it. And here we go with a man that lacks understanding now. And he's lusting over a woman's beauty. Read.
Verse 25. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her path.
Don't let the heart decline. Don't let it go towards, don't let it fall or fail towards her ways. Don't let her seduce you. Don't walk towards her path. Why? Because this whore's path is leading to destruction. Keep reading.
Verse 26. For she hath cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her.
She's done this to many men. You ain't the first sucker that she took advantage of. Don't fall for her beauty. Why? Because you're going to fall for a sucker. And you're going to fall as a sucker, and you're going to be a straight sucker falling for her beauty. She's good at this business, and you should be good at the Lord's business, black man. Keep reading.
Verse 27. Her house is the way to hell.
To where?
To hell.
To where?
To hell.
Go ahead.
Going down to the chambers of death.
And dealing with this whore, you're going down the chambers of death. That's why you shouldn't lust at the beauty of a woman. Oh, the beauty of a woman means absolutely nothing. Go to Proverbs 31 and 30 real quick. The beauty of a woman means absolutely nothing. Her physical beauty means nothing. Not at the end of the day. Because all them big breasts and big booties and things that you're looking at now, as time goes on, it deflates, it drops, it turns into something totally different. Now, will you still love it? Will you still be into it? Or will you now look for something brand new that happens to be a harlot and be somebody else's woman and have you walking down the chamber of death? This is a serious problem with the black man, woman, and child. It's a serious problem. And we got to come over this problem, black man, to stay strong, to be warriors, and not look, there's so many good women out there that you may not think are beautiful, but are good women of the Lord. You understand? And you lusting over some slut because she looks good, so-called looks good. You got her breast all setting up and her butt all exposed, and you think she looks good. Proverbs 30 and 31. Read.
Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain.
Beauty is what?
Vain.
Beauty is vain, which means beauty means nothing at all. Physical beauty means nothing to the Most High God. How dare you judge a woman off her beauty, and that's what's going to cause you to lust after her. Whether she got a man, don't got a man, whatever the case may be, you should be ashamed of yourself. What should you look at in a woman? Let's read.
But a woman that feareth the Lord.
A woman that what?
Feareth the Lord.
A woman that what?
Feareth the Lord.
A woman that following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Keep reading.
She shall be praised.
You should look at a woman that's fearing God, fearing the Most High, being obedient to the Most High. That's a good woman. That's a powerful woman. And that's the woman for a man who's going to conquer and take over the goddamn world. A woman that fears the Lord. Not some old whore with her breast all sitting up. What is that? That means nothing. You're going to get STDs and death follow behind that. But a woman that fears the Lord, you're going to find some peace in that. You're going to find a future in that. You're going to find power. You're going to find out how to conquer with a woman that fears the Lord. Come on, black man, get your priorities straight. Stay away from these Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj's and city girls and all these China dolls and city dolls and all the rest of this filth and garbage. And find you a woman that fears the Lord, and then only in I.S.U.P.K. You need to find you one of them. With that, I say shalom.
Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works up.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, sold packs. I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, boy, this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?